All right, for folks hopping on, it is the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and get started, and folks will join as they trickle in here. Let me just make sure we are all set. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everyone to our webinar today. You will get a sneak peek of what's coming for the Workstream product for the rest of 2022. So first, let's take a look at our agenda. We've grouped the upcoming product releases under a few categories for themes. First, we will do some quick introductions of your Workstream team today. Then we'll talk about how you can find more applicants using Workstream through our new features. Then for all of our admins on the call, we'll show you our new admin tools to help you use Workstream more effectively and efficiently. Next, we're excited to announce new integrations that will help you integrate Workstream into your existing systems. Then we're excited to announce a new place or home in Workstream where you can see and manage employee data in one place. And lastly, we will close it out with what to expect after this webinar, as well as announce some brand new customer resource groups. If you do have questions during the webinar, don't hesitate to drop them into the chat box and we will get them answered there. So let's quickly do introductions of our team today. My name is Brittany. I will be your host and presenter. I do product marketing here at Workstream. Part of my role is helping to get the word out about all our products through things like today's webinar. On our chat, we do have Jamie as well from our customer onboarding team. She's fantastic. So she will be again, answering your questions throughout the webinar. So if any of them do come up, feel free again to drop them into the chat and we will get them answered in live time. So as a thank you for being a customer and for attending today, we will also be raffling off one $100 gift card after the webinar from our attendee list. I will notify via email to the winner. So stay tuned to the end because we are going to be raffling from those who attended today. Super exciting. So let's go ahead and dive into our first topic: how to find more applicants. More specifically, we're going to talk about how to actively source and find applicants. What is the difference between active and, say, passive sourcing? Passive implies that you're waiting around for applicants to come to you. This could mean posting an opening on a job board and then just waiting. But that's not enough in today's hiring. You want to be able to diversify your sourcing strategy, as well as engage in methods that you may not have done before that will help put your open positions out there. This has a few benefits that you will see listed here today. One, it gives you an ongoing pipeline. You don't want to be stuck with no backup plan if you suddenly become short-staffed. You want to always be hiring, always have a pipeline of potential applicants. Secondly, you don't just want to sit around waiting for that next hire. Idle time is not great. You want to use your time wisely. And if you do, you'll actually end up hiring faster and save you time in the long run. Next, we talked about diversifying your strategy because it helps you cast a wider net. The same people that apply online are not the same people who might apply in person if they see a poster. So you want to be able to tackle all approaches. And lastly, it's important because it gets you more applicant volume, which at the end of the day leads to more hires, which is what everyone is looking for. So let's switch gears now and jump right into live demos of some existing and upcoming things that are going to help you find more applicants and how you can actually source with Workstream. The first two here, text to apply posters and career pages, are already live. They're just a little more enhanced from the last time you might have seen it. So we definitely want to showcase those. And then the second two, sourcing tools homepage and applicant pool, are new features coming very soon, later this year. So we will talk through that and preview that as well. So I'm going to switch now to my account and walk through all of those. So let's start with our text to apply poster. You can access your text to apply posters by clicking on your positions tab and clicking on share positions. There's the CTA for get text to apply poster. It will launch our brand new experience for getting a poster. at the top, you will be able to easily select from your brands, your locations, as well as your positions, what you would like to create a poster for. So for this example, I will do my Workstream demo brand. It will select that for me. I can view my careers page that it's associated with just to make sure it's going to the right place. It's always good to double check. You don't want to print the wrong thing. And then from here, I'll be able to select from some pre-designed templates that we have in the system. We have posters and we have business cards. We have 2 designs each. More to come. Our plan is to build a robust library of posters and other assets that you can use. For now, we do have these. So you will be able to select from these designs, and you will be able to preview them or look at them in live time. You will also be able to adjust for your brand colors from our selectors. We have some default colors, but if you're not interested or you're like, my brand color looks way different from that, you can select and customize your own colors from our color selector. So you will be able to do that. If you already have a design outside of Workstream and you just need the QR code, you can now grab just that QR code to download. You'll download it into a file that you can then drop into your own design if you already have a poster. Super easy to do that, and that QR code will go right to that career page, same as it would if you printed from our resource. And that's really it. It's very straightforward. You will be able to download the poster and card and take them right to the printer. If you're stuck on where you should even put things like this, we do link to a great resource that gives you some examples of where you can use text to apply posters and codes and QR codes. The possibilities are truly endless. I think, the most obvious one is probably, in your store on the window. But we do give other examples, like in your community, you can take them to job fairs, to schools, that kind of thing. You can also think about, hey, printing the QR code at the bottom of your receipts, maybe dropping posters in your takeaway bags, whatever it is. There's plenty of things to think through. So definitely take a look here when you're in your account, and we can get some more ideas. So let's go back and switch now to talking about the careers page, which is another strong resource that we highly suggest. So recently, our career page did get an update. It's not as obvious to the eye what that update is, but we did do some back end updates here that make our Workstream career pages more basically more search engine friendly. What this means is that the next time a potential applicant is searching online for something like cashier in Orlando, your career page with Workstream could show up. So that's really awesome, but it means it's also really important to make sure that your career pages are up to date. So you want to make sure you have your logos, you want to make sure you're updating your bios, as well as filling out additional information here, which you can do through your Workstream account. If you take a look here on this particular career page, I didn't actually publish any positions yet. So that's a good catch for me to make sure that I update and publish some positions before I start sharing my career page here. But it's super important because our career pages are going to get more visibility in the future, especially through things like search, to make sure that anytime you're publishing something, that it is up to date and making sure that's the information that you want. All right, next, let's switch gears into stuff that's coming. So we talked about text to apply posters. We talked about career pages. What else is available to you within Workstream? It's not always super easy to tell, but we are creating a new sourcing tools homepage that is going to pull together all the various ways that you can source through Workstream in one place. So it's going to be nested under your company settings. And from here, again, we will list all the different ways that you can source with us, either through job boards, through those posters, through referrals, career pages, codes, social media. All of it is going to live in one place. And if you did want to go ahead and do or execute some kind of sourcing plan, let's say you're like, okay, I'm really interested in doing job boards today. You will be able to click to sponsor a job. You'll be able to select across, again, your brands, your locations, which exact position you want to sponsor at that time. So maybe I want to do my cashier. I will be able to then select from all the sponsored job boards and publish straight from that flow. Same thing with free job boards. I'll be able to select from whatever's available, click next, search, find that job board that I want to publish to, and go ahead and publish from there as well. Additionally, you'll be able to quickly access your text to apply poster flow. Like before, you don't have to access it just only through your positions page. It'll be a lot easier to do so from here. And you can also very easily spin up a referral program as well. So you can create a referral program for a position, a location, or for a brand. In my example, again, I'll just go to my position. You'll be able to add recipients. So let's say you want to make sure all your employees get notified that you're running an employee referral program. You can add them right here, create a message, send it off, and start your referral program. Again, from here, you'll be able to grab things like your code if you need it, for a specific brand, location, or position. Same with your career page, as well as share via social media. It's really intended to make it a lot easier for you to find all your incredible sourcing tools in one place and kick off those programs fairly easily. Awesome. So now let's show actually another new sourcing tool that we are going to be introducing later this year called the applicant pool. In addition to our existing sourcing tools, this will be a place, again, for you to tap into applicants you already have or have already applied in the past. I'm currently on my applicants page, which everybody has. There will be a new place where you will be able to go and see your archived applicants. So these are folks who are not actively in your hiring pipeline, but maybe once were. People will be moved into the archived applicants page through various ways. Right now, there's going to be 3. One will be if there's 30 days of inactivity for that applicant, they'll be automatically moved to archived. If a position was deleted, they will be moved to archived. And a user will actually be able to manually mark someone as archived as well. So, you're working through a hiring process and this applicant needs to be moved away from being active, they will be able to do that as well. On this view, you'll be able to filter by those reasons, as well as, if you're curious to know who actually marked who as inactive, you'll be able to filter by that as well. But importantly, like I said, this is a place to source. So you will be able to select different applicants that you think might be a good fit for another position. So maybe it didn't work out the first time, but there's another position opening or a position at another location, for example. You will be able to select and send a message. We will provide a reapplication template. Obviously, right now, this is just filler text, but it will be a template which you can use. If you don't want to use it, you can customize the message yourself, and you will be able to pull in tags to link specifically to the open positions that you want to re-invite these applicants to apply for. And you will be able to do it via email or SMS. And once you send it off, it'll send off the messages to re-invite them. It truly is a low effort way, as well as a low cost way to source applicants for your next position. So again, super excited for this to come later this year. And that is a wrap on our demos specifically for how you can find more applicants using Workstream. I hope this particular part helps you think of some new ways to diversify and grow your applicant funnel. Let's now move on to the next group of applicants, or next group of updates. For all of our admins on the call, we are going to talk more about how you can use Workstream more efficiently. We are regularly releasing new features and tools to help you hire faster. So what are the benefits that you're going to see from some of our updates today? 1, reducing daily noise. There's already so much going on in your world. Workstream does not want to add to it. So we are constantly thinking about ways to make your life easier. And overall, the goal is to save you time. Less time in Workstream, less time on hiring, more time on other stuff going on in the business. And lastly, as an admin, you care about performance and metrics. You're soon going to be able to get that info directly from Workstream yourself. So again, we're going to jump right into demos of the things that you can do to make your life a little bit more efficient in Workstream. From the top, custom notifications are already live, so you can take advantage of this feature today if you're not already doing so. For our onboarding task list, this is live for our employee onboarding customers, although just for some right now. If you're an employee onboarding customer and what you see today is not currently reflected in your account, it is coming soon in like the next week or 2. The second 2 are not live for anyone yet, but it's going to be, again, later this year, custom reporting and position templates. So we are going to talk through all of them right now. So let me again switch back to my account. And first, let's go right into custom notifications. Again, for our admins, this is going to be a very easy way for you to reduce a little of those notification emails and text messages. So I went into my account settings, I went to notification settings, and you will see a new look here that allows you to say which positions that you want to receive your notifications for. So in my particular example, I have a barista and a store manager. I might be hiring several baristas. Maybe, I lost a couple of folks across several shifts and I have a lot of barista openings, but I really need one store manager. I'm probably not going to need notifications for every single barista that comes through the applicant process. So I can deselect barista and say, I only want notifications from my store manager. And once I save that, that's it. Now, whatever I have toggled on for email and SMS, I'm only going to get it for the store manager. It helps to reduce a little bit of that inbox clutter and make sure that I'm really focusing on the positions that really need to be hired immediately, like a store manager. So this is just one way that we are helping to have admins be able to customize those notifications a little bit. Planning to add more functionality in the future, but for now, you will be able to target certain positions to pay more attention to. All right, so let's switch gears to EO. So again, for our onboarding customers, our onboarding experience has changed a lot in the last couple of months, but really to help you more effectively move new hires onto onboarding and get them to onboarding complete a lot faster. So when you move someone into onboarding, we have made it really easy for you to select the relevant onboarding process for that new hire, as well as fill out some employment details that will really kick off that process. You will be able to confirm before sending off an email and text for them to begin their onboarding. Once you are tracking their progress, we have now changed the view here to be much more apparent what's going on. So we've really broken out the different modules and given you some more information around what's going on here. So for this, I just started John Doe in his onboarding. There's nothing done, and it's very obvious there's nothing done yet. So as time passes, if I've noticed that my new hire, John, has not completed anything, I will be able to reshare onboarding with him, which is new. You will be able to send a custom message. So we do have a template, but if you want to write your own, you can come in here and write your own and say, hey, John, you know, your first day is coming up soon. Could you fill out the documentation? And you can resend an email or a text message to John asking him to complete those forms. You can also, you know, if it comes to that day and he still hasn't done it, as always, you can pull up the link and ask him to fill it out on the spot, and he can fill out his onboarding on the spot if he needs to. As folks complete, we will update the view. So let me show you a little bit more of what a complete view looks like. So this is another new hire, Jane, who did complete her basic information. It tells me that it's completed, when she completed it, as well as I'm able to view the information that she filled out. If there's documents related to it, to her onboarding, I am able to see when that was completed, when they signed, as well as view that document as well. So this is overall just a cleaner way to manage your onboarding pipeline, and it makes it very, very clear what's going on, what needs to happen next, as well as all those open tasks. So very excited for this. Again, for onboarding customers, some of you might already have this view in your account. If you don't see it yet, it's coming later for you this month. All right, switching gears now to another great admin tool that's coming. Customer reporting. This has been a huge ask from our customers. We're very excited to get this first version out here. So this is, again, coming later this year. And for admins, you will be able to customize and export a hiring pipeline performance report to measure the effectiveness of Workstream. From your analytics tab, you will be able to build a report here. Right now, you will see there is only one report for hiring. The plan is to add more. So once this is live, there will be a link to share your feedback. So if you have ideas for other reports you want to see, we want your feedback, definitely feel free to drop us a feedback line anytime. For now, it is going to be the hiring pipeline report. So let me go ahead and pull this all in and we'll talk through the functionality here. So here on the left side, you will be able to drop in various data points related to the hiring phases. You'll see hired, rejected, in progress, as well as the individual substages, as well as total performance. So right now, I've pulled in everything and I kind of have a very set high level to show me just, hey, this is my application date period. This is how many people were hired, rejected, etc. Right now, it is pulling in sample data. This will, whenever this is live for you, this is typically going to show sample data. And then once you run it, you will see your active and live data. You will be able to filter by a specific date range. So let's say I wanted to do July through the end of August. I just wanted to look at the last 2 months. I will be able to do that. But now I'll be able to get more granular too. So let's say I wanted to break it out by application date. I will be able to do a monthly breakout. So I wanted to see July and August. I can also do weekly if I wanted to see on a weekly basis what's happening. We talked earlier about building a referral program. If you wanted to run it by referrer source, you can do that as well. If you have multiple locations, you can break it out by location. If you have different positions going on, you can do that as well. And these filters aren't just a single select. If you wanted to say, look at refer source by location, you could select those two and it'll break out all the different ways that you can see your refer source by which location. So if you were to select, for example, all of them, you can get pretty granular in the data that's coming out here. But it is helpful, again, if you are really trying to understand different points of data. You can name the report and save it. Once you save it, it'll save it into your account for you to view. And as you can see, I've already run some tests already. So if I wanted to revisit those reports, I'll be able to go right in and view my report. I can see the date range it was for, the last time I ran it, the last time I edited it. I will be able to edit the report if I want to tinker with it, or I can export it. So if you need to do some additional data work outside of Workstream, you will be able to export it to an Excel file. And again, work with that data outside of Workstream if you need to. So this is really exciting. Again, we've heard a lot of asks for just some more data around what's going on with the hiring pipeline. We're very excited to put this out there. And this is just the beginning to our analytics and our reporting functionality. We do hope to do more. And as I mentioned, we will be actively gathering feedback once this is live. So you can definitely leave feedback right in the product once this is ready to go. So coming soon to an account near you. All right, and last here, we're going to talk about position templates. I don't have a demo yet for this, but we're going to talk through high level today about what position templates are and what's coming. So most of the time, you are likely hiring for the same positions throughout the year. So for example, in my earlier situation, I'm hiring for several baristas, but it's pretty tedious to have to go through the same process as if you were posting a new position every time. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of kind of repetitive information. But with position templates, you will be able to essentially only have to fill out what's unique to that new job posting, such as the location. But the details about the position itself are pulled from a template, such as the name, description, etc. So that should save you a ton of time when putting a new position out there. Additionally, let's say I put a bunch of Carista job openings out and I realize that there's a typo. It really sucks to have to go in and edit each one each time. However, this will allow you to basically update a position detail through one template, and any changes will be pushed out to any job opening using that template. So overall, it'll save you a ton of time while ensuring you have consistency across your openings. And that's a wrap for our admin features on the call today. Hope you can see how we're continuing to think of ways to save you time when using Workstream. So now let's move on to our next topic, integrations. For most of you on the call, Workstream is likely only one of many platforms you probably use to manage your people operations. And one of the biggest pain points we hear is that it's really difficult to manage and consolidate information across all these platforms. Well, we're excited to share that we are expanding our integration offerings. We've partnered with a data integration company called Modulus Data to help streamline and quickly stand up integrations that our customers are asking for. In just a few short weeks, we've been able to add the following integrations to our ecosystem: Paycom, Workday, Payport, UKG, and Paylocity and Toast. But it doesn't end there. If you don't see your platform listed here today, Modulus Data can actually help connect your Workstream with any HR application, all custom tailored to your business needs. So again, if you don't see your system listed here, that's okay. We can figure out, and Modulus Data can actually figure out how to work with you. So if you're interested in taking advantage of our new partnership with Modulus Data and building out a custom integration, contact your customer success manager or support today, and they can get started with you on figuring out what the best next steps are for you. All right, the moment we've been waiting for. As you all know, Workstream helps you hire faster and more effectively. For those with our employee onboarding product, we're also there during that time when a new hire is being brought onto your team. We're excited today to take the next step in ensuring that transition fully into employee is seamless, and we are calling it employee records. So what is coming for our employee records? It is going to be a new home in Workstream where you can see all of your employees. But not just employees that are hired through Workstream. It will have the functionality for you to add or import employees that you've hired outside of Workstream. That could be either before you join Workstream or even during. If you're doing hiring through different ways, that's okay. You can import them into Workstream. You will also be able to manage employee statuses as well as terminate to ensure that you have an updated view of your employee list at all times. You will also be able to upload any documents or files associated with that employee, whether or not those files came from Workstream, to ensure that you always have the most updated online employee record. So we will jump right into a demo. Before we do, employee records is targeted to release later this year, available for our employee onboarding customers. So as you can see, employee records will have its own area within Workstream, its own tab. From here, you will be able to filter your employees by the location that they're in, their position, as well as their employee status. You will also be able to export a Excel file of all your employees if you need to grab that list for something else. You will also be able to pull up an employee profile. So this will be able to give you the employee's information up front, as well, like their personal info, as well as things like which location, position, and their start date. You'll be able to see all that personal information that they filled out throughout the process. You can edit it directly within this flow as well. It will have their pay information that they've filled out, so you can have that all in one place. And you will also have all their documents in one place with the ability to upload additional documentation if you need to and store it there as well. If for whatever reason your employee is leaving, you will be able to terminate the employee directly here. It will ask you for their last day of work as well as a reason for why they are being terminated, and you can disable them right here. We will log that last day as well as the note, as well as move their status to terminated. However, all this information will still be available to you through the employee records tab. So you can still pull up their file anytime and see that there. As we mentioned, though, it's okay if the employee is not from Workstream. You will be able to add employees directly through this tab as well. So you can add a single employee. So let's just say you brought someone on, they just happened to walk in and you didn't use the Workstream sourcing tools, that's fine, as long as there's an employee. You just have to fill out the information to create a profile for them. So we'll ask you for some stuff like their personal information, their pay info. You can upload documents as well. And once you review everything, you'll be able to very easily add that employee in and view their profile immediately. And it's not just like a single ad. If you do need to import employees, like multiple of them, we will also have a flow for you to be able to import multiple employees as well. So this is all super exciting. We are very excited to offer a consolidated area for you to view all your employees. We really hope that our customers can think of it as their virtual filing cabinet. So we hope you're as excited as we are for this next extension of the Workstream product. There's more to come. This is really just the beginning, but we are excited for this to come out later this year. All right, so you just saw a lot of demos. What's next? Here's what you can expect moving forward as it relates to these releases. We didn't mention specific timelines today because they're still in planning and development. However, you can anticipate that them all mostly within the next couple of months before the end of 2022. There are several ways that you can stay updated to make sure that you know when these things are coming out. We typically alert our customers through email and in product for all major releases. But we also send a monthly product newsletter to make sure that we are recapping all the fun things that are happening within the product. So you can definitely keep an eye out for that. But if you kind of want to just follow along and check from time to time, that's okay too. In the bottom right-hand corner of your Workstream dashboard, where you typically will open to chat with support or look for something on the Help Center, if you scroll down a little bit, we do have a What's New on Workstream section. You will be able to see all our new product releases, as well as actually see old product releases as well. So you can spend that time there catching up if you need to. All right, so let's talk about some new customer resources that we have to keep you even closer to us. We'd now like to introduce, again, two new customer resource groups. The first is our Customer Advisory Board. This is going to be a select group of customers that works closely with the Workstream product marketing and customer success teams to pave the way for the future of Workstream. Some highlights of joining the advisory board will be things such as directly impacting the product with your feedback, previewing product releases before anyone else does. So the ability to have it turned on in your account earlier. You'll be able to participate in customer stories, webinars, podcasts, events, networking events, etc., as well as speak with Workstream leaders in the company, as well as a little swag box for being a part of the board. We just launched our page here, workstream.us/CAB for interested customers who do have 200 or more employees. If you're interested in this, you can request to join, and we can give you some more information about the program before you officially join. Another exciting new customer resource that we launched is our On the Clock community. If you are not interested in the advisory board or you don't currently have 200 employees, that's totally fine. This is another great Workstream group that's exclusive. And for anyone who is really interested and cares about hiring, managing, and retaining elderly employees, it gives you the chance to connect with others in the space, enter to win fun prizes, as well as share your perspective with others. Visit workstream.us/community to sign up. And if you're interested in both the community and the advisory board, hey, sign up for both. We'd love to connect with our customers, and we are very excited that we have these two groups as a way to do it. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you again for joining today. I hope you are excited as we are for these upcoming releases. You will receive an email in the next 24 hours with a recording for this webinar if you want to rewatch it or share it with your coworkers if they weren't able to make it. It'll also include a survey. I would love for you to take the survey if you can, just so that we can have some feedback for next time. And for the winner of the raffle today for the $100 gift card, right after we close up this webinar, I'll take a look at the list, randomly select that winner, and the winner will receive an email from me in the next day or two as well. And yeah, thank you again so much for joining today. And let me see if, hey, Jamie, are we still answering questions or do you need extra time?
I think we have a couple more left. However, if we need to follow up afterward, that's okay too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so for folks who have any outstanding questions, we will receive a copy of the chat transcripts as well. So we were not able to get to your question today. We'll make sure to follow up with you afterwards. Awesome. Well, thank you again to everyone for joining. Very excited for all these exciting product updates and really glad that you were able to take the time out of your day to join us today. And yeah, keep a lookout for all these exciting updates, and we will see you at the next webinar.